Hey guys, what's up? Jedi here, and Chapter 2 Season 5 of Fortnite is finally here. And as is the case with every season, there are a ton of new changes to the game, so in this video, I'm going to cover as many of them as I can. You guys know I like to get straight to the content, but this one time, if you guys could use code JEDI2X in the Fortnite item shop when you're buying the Battle Pass, it would really mean a lot to me. With that being said, let's get into everything new in Fortnite Season 5. First, let's talk about some map changes. As you guys can see in the map in the background right now, a bunch of new locations were added, and notably a huge sandy area has been added to the middle of the map. So first, let's jump right in and have a look at some of the new POIs. The first location is going to be the Coliseum, which is located right here on the map. And as you guys can see, it is basically a huge Coliseum with a little bit of a Viking ship in the middle. A mythic boss does spawn here, but I'm going to talk about him a little later in this video because there is something new with the bosses this season. Another new POI is Hunter's Haven. The next POI we're going to talk about is Stealthy Stronghold. This POI has a really cool jungle vibe to it, and you can actually go underground because there are secret bunkers underneath each building. Bro, this place is so insanely cool. It actually feels like I'm in Jurassic World, like in the Indominus Rex cage. Oh my god, this is freaking awesome, man. And you guys know we had to save the best POI for last. Let me show you guys over to Salty Towers. Tilted Towers is finally back. I know Nick Merckx is going to be playing this year's FNCS, and this is just insane. Bro, like, this is so crazy. I'm literally looking at Big Bertha right now. This is insane. And all this sand on it, oh my god. Now, what is probably the most obvious change on the map is the huge 0 point right in the middle. And if you guys are wondering what it looks like when you go into it, just watch the background video. The first non-POI map change I want to show you guys is this dusty depot container thing right here. This is really cool, just a small addition to the map. Alright guys, the next POI I'm going to show off to you is the Mando ship that has crashed over here, and it actually is the only place on the map that I know of that has a mythic boss. So let's go ahead and see if we can kill him, and then I'll show you guys the rest of the location. Oh, I don't have a lot of mats left. Yes! Alright, we got him. So he drops a mythic sniper rifle. If I can just not go into the sand for 1 second. And a mythic jetpack. And I'm going to go over the loot pool later and talk about these weapons later in the video, so make sure you stick around for that as well. And here we are at another new location. This is not a POI, but as you can kind of see, a mini flush factory has been brought back into the game. It's kind of in the bottom left corner of the map, and I'm sure not many people are going to come here, but it's still really cool to see nonetheless. Dude, I still remember this room, man. This room all the way back in the old flush factory. This is so cool. I'm going to speed run through the rest of these new additions because I don't feel like they're as cool, but here we have a Viking ship which is next to Holly. I know you guys can see that boss walking around, and I know you guys probably have some questions about that, so I'm going to address it later when I talk about the gold trading system. The last change I'm going to go over to the map is that Durburger has been somewhat added back to the logjam or wood factory location. I know Tomato Temple has also been added back somewhere else on the map, but I'm with the Durburger gang, so we're not going to take a look at that place. Just know that it's back somewhere. So now that we're finished talking about POIs, we can finally get into the actual loot pool changes. First, let's talk about the guns that have been vaulted. The Fire Trap, the Scoped AR have both been vaulted, and the saddest and most triggering thing of them all, the Pump has also been vaulted from core game modes. I mean, seriously guys, I don't know why they keep taking the Pump out. It doesn't make any sense to me from any standpoint whatsoever. It just seems stupid to me at this point. I don't know what to say. Now let's talk about what's been brought back. So first of all, the Charge is back, and it is as terrible as ever. The TAC is also back, and it's better than ever because it's actually been buffed. The P90 and the normal regular loud SMG are both also back, and both very OP. There's also a new double barrel that is really hard to find, but it is super cool as well. Of course, there's also a heavy sniper in the game now, although I couldn't find one in Arena, so I'm not sure if they're in the competitive game modes or not. I also have to address the AR situation really quickly. There were some people saying the scar has been removed. It has not. I've gotten it in both Arena and public real games, so I know for a fact it's still in the game. The AR changes are simply that the AK has actually been added back. For those of you who don't know, the AK is the heavy AR, but it's been added back with some modifications. It shoots faster and it sounds a little bit different. Another change is that the tactical AR is actually back, but you can only get it from fighting the hardest henchman I've ever gone up against, so I don't think it's worth it all, but it is back in the game. Alright guys, so let's now take a look at the only mythic weapons I believe that are on the map. So first we have Mandalorian's ambient sniper rifle, and then we're also going to talk about his jetpack. You get both of these items by killing Mando, which I did earlier in the video. So when you scope in on the sniper, it looks insanely cool. It looks almost exactly like it does in the show, which is super awesome. And it is only a single shot. I know when you're fighting the boss, he shoots a bunch of lasers at you, but apparently it's only a single shot, but it looks super cool nonetheless. As for damage, it does 110 body shot damage, which is decent, and it shoots once every 2 seconds. All right, let's take a look at the jetpack. So it just seems to me like it's a normal jetpack, and it runs out of fuel really quickly, and now I'm dead. As for items, you guys will be happy to hear that the shockwaves and the bouncers have not been removed. To my knowledge, crash pads have been vaulted though, so that's all good there. Now let's quickly talk about some items that actually spawn around the map, notably this consumable that spawns on the ground or by breaking the new crystals. It allows you to teleport a little bit forward when you press double jump, which is basically when you jump when you're already in the air. Now let's talk about fishing. A bunch of new fish were added in this update, and I'll put pictures with all of them up on screen now, but the fish I managed to find and test out for myself were the 0-point fish and the rift fish. So the 0-point fish actually allows you to get the teleport effect you do when you use those crystals, and it lasts for about 15 to 20 seconds, I'm not really sure, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. Now let's take a look at the rift fish. Okay, so I was just fishing, and now I have a rift fish, which is super freaking cool. We're gonna use it in just a second. So it looks like the rift fish have to be carried in stacks of 2 as well. Alright guys, we finished fishing, so I'm gonna use the rift fish. I don't even know what's gonna happen. Let's see. Oh my... Oh! Bro, guys, this is literally a rift-to-go in a fish. What the heck am I seeing? I just fished and got 3 rift-to-goes basically out of 1 POI. That is insane. I know my voice is pretty monotone, so I can't push out excitement as well as some other people, but oh my god, that is so crazy for competitive. You guys have no idea. Alright guys, that is going to be it for the loot pool changes, but there is one change in currency that you guys might have noticed, which is gold, and that's what we're going to cover right now. So you can get gold in 4 different ways. The first 3 are really simple. You get them by breaking certain items, by opening certain chests, which is completely luck-based by the way, and by killing players. The 4th way to get gold is to actually make a deal with the bosses. They're going to offer you a challenge when you talk to them, and if you do the challenge, you'll get your gold. So what can you actually do with the gold you get? Well, you can hire some bosses to actually fight with you, or you can even buy guns off of them. Now, when I'm talking about bosses, the only boss that doesn't deal with you, it doesn't negotiate with you at all, is Mando. At his ship, he's gonna fight you and he's gonna try and kill you, but he's also the only boss with mythics this season, which is really nice. If you guys want to know the locations of the different bosses, I'm gonna mark them on the map right now for you. There is one here at this Wild West junction. That's gonna be the quote-unquote man cake, which is a new boss. There's one really close to me right now. He's in the Coliseum as well. It's a gladiator right in the middle. There's also one in this house right here, which is going to be Deadfire, and he's going to give you some different options as well. And a quick note for the Coliseum boss, guys, is that you can actually challenge him to fight, and when you kill him, he'll drop some items for you. But make sure you don't kill him without challenging him first, because if you just kill him normally without talking to him, he's just going to drop a gray weapon. Other notable boss locations include the Viking ship next to Holly, and at the Der Burger as well. There are definitely a bunch more other bosses that I'm not addressing at the moment, but just know that they all basically act the same way, which is you can interact with them and you'll have the choice between some challenges, and if you have enough gold, you can hire them to work with you or buy a gun off them. Personally, I think this is a pretty cool addition. I don't know how it's going to play out in competitive, obviously, but just from a casual standpoint, it looks really fun to play with and work around. Now let's quickly talk about the new henchmen in this season. I forget what they're called, but they're some sort of protectors or security. They spawn in 3s, and they have the tactical AR, which to my knowledge is actually the only way you can get that weapon, by killing them. These henchmen are horrible because they spawn in 3s, their shooting is surprisingly accurate, they spam the hell out of you, and there are 3 of them, and each of them have 600 HP. Like, that is so hard to fight against, and honestly, they're gonna ruin your solo cash cup if they pull up on you. Alright guys, that was a very long video, but that's going to be it for all of the changes I found in Fortnite Season 5. If If you guys did enjoy the video or of course learned something new, please consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing to my channel to support my content. I already said this at the beginning, but please use code JEDI2X in the Fortnite item shop when you're buying the battle pass or anything of the sort. It's going to be really big support to me and I would really appreciate it. If I missed anything, any tricks or any just cool items that were added to the game, please let me know by leaving a comment down below. With that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching. I love all of you and peace.